Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all of you to the New Southbound Smart City Online Forum. I'm Livia, the MC of today's event. It's my pleasure to host the forum with Dr. Chen Yu Li, Director of Asia Silicon Valley Development Agency.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Chen Yu Li, Director of ASVDA and TCA. Welcome to our online forum. Thank you to all the speakers. Thank you for your contributions, especially thanks to our co-organizer, IDC Taiwan, and also two speakers from IDC Thailand and Indonesia. Thank you very much. Enjoy today's forum. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Here comes the agenda of today's event. First, the CEO of Taiwan's ASVDA, Chen Chen, will address his opening remarks. And then IDC Asia Pacific analysts will share the recent smart city development trends in Thailand and Indonesia. Then we will have a Q&A section. After the Q&A section, speakers from Midfly, Global Microgrid, and ICALA will share their great stories about smart city collaboration and successful projects to all the attendees. At first, let me briefly introduce ASVDA. The mission of ASVDA is to facilitate the development of the Internet of Things and startup ecosystem to help our local companies connect to the international community. The agency has been active in assisting our local companies and startups to collaborate with foreign business. It's our greatest honor to invite Mr. Chen Chen, the CEO of Taiwan's ASVDA, to attend this forum. It's a pity that the CEO is not able to be online today, but he prepared a video for us. Let's watch it together.
Good afternoon, all of our distinguished guests online. I'm Chen Chen, CEO of the Asia Silicon Valley Development Agency, also as known as ASVDA. Today, I'm very delighted to participate in this forum on behalf of ASVDA and exchange ideas with other friends from different industries at home and abroad. Seeing so many friends from industrial circles participating online to discuss the topic of the new southbound smart city, it is clear that everyone is looking forward to open up new southbound market opportunities. Here, I would like also to thank the co-organizer, International Data Corporation, IDC, for facilitating the exchange and discussion of this forum. First, I would like to express my gratitude to all the team partners for their efforts. Since 2016, Taiwan has promoted the new southbound policy, which gives priority to the establishment of extensive exchanges with the new southbound countries and comprehensive construction and development of Taiwan's new economy. In addition, the government integrates the resources of the governments, private enterprises, and organizations, hoping to create a new win-win cooperation model with the new southbound countries. In order to expedite the development of smart city solutions in Taiwan, the government opened fields in the country for companies to test their solutions locally. There have already been 229 successful cases, such as smart street lights and solutions for pesticide spraying using drones. In the future, these solutions can be applied to other countries, allowing more people to enjoy the convenience made possible by smart city. In recent years, Asia Silicon Valley Development Agency has been active in assisting the industrial communications with the new southbound countries. For example, leading startups attend Startup Thailand 2018 and Taiwan Startup Technology Exhibition and Business Matching Conference 2019, exhibiting the solutions of smart agriculture and smart transportation. by leading manufacturers to participate in local exhibitions, forums, and exchange visits. ASVDA continues to establish bilateral industrial connections and exchanges, and has also achieved remarkable results. For example, Zhonghua Telecom Company offers self-service physiological measurement solution. The data is then returned to the cloud and connected to hospitals and clinics, building a remote medical service model. Now the company has already been cooperating with Bangkok Hospital in Thailand and has built successful cases in 18 cities around the world. iKala, a domestic AI and marketing technology company, has also entered Thailand's community e-commerce market with the operating tools of community e-commerce and achieved a great success. This company has been provided the analysis of Thai market through ASVDP. Now it has established a branch in Thailand and has become the Google and Facebook global marketing solution partner. At present, Thailand has been set as its key market in Southbound Asia, and its next step is to actively seize business opportunity in Indonesia. The Indonesian government is now promoting the initiative of making Indonesia 4.0 virgin and 100 smart city projects, focusing on smart manufacturing, smart transportation, and smart agriculture. The priority areas highlighted by the initiative also have high development opportunities for Taiwanese manufacturers. The smart city solutions earned international recognition and successfully exported to Indonesia and the new southbound countries. For example, the intelligent aquaculture monitoring system developed by Quadlink can continuously monitor the temperature, oxygen content, and pH value of a pond. The system helps to improve the survival rate of fish, promote fishery production, and reduce the use of chemicals and fish feed. The Surprise Internet of Things solutions are inter-certified and have been successfully extended to Indonesia, Vietnam, Brunei, and the Philippines. In addition to the above cases, there are more high-quality smart city solutions in Taiwan, and we look forward to communicating with overseas players. I really appreciate that we have a number of Indonesian system operators attending this event. We hope that through this event, we can strengthen the in-depth exchanges and cooperation between bilateral industry and create a win-win situations. Thank you for all your active participation in today's forum. I believe that it will bring full harvest to those interested in the markets of both countries with the introduction of the market trends by the IDC analysts and the sharing of successful market development experience by many domestic manufacturers. I wish this forum a complete success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chan, for the address and the support to ASVDA. Today, the first speaker is from IDC, which is a global consulting and research company for information technology, telecommunications, and consumer technology markets. IDC speaker is going to share the information and overview of the Thai Smart City. We are delighted to invite Ms. Prapasorn Pakel, Senior Analyst at IDC. Welcome, Prapasorn.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. This is Prapasorn, an analyst that based in IDC Thailand office. I am glad to be here and be able to have a chance to share with everyone about the local market situation and opportunities around the smart city and technology initiatives. So let's get started. So before we go straight to the Thailand picture, I would like you guys to look at the bigger picture as in the region figure first. IDC foresee that the spending on smart city in Asia Pacific, excluding Japan and China, will be growing healthily, led by Singapore. While the most countries in ASEAN, including Thailand, are still developing at a very early stage, this actually means that there's room for business opportunities, considering that there's still some untapped areas of smart cities and development projects from moving forward. So according to this overall figure in the region, majority of the potential spending will be in resilient energy and infrastructure. For example, like smart grid, environmental monitoring with the moderate growth, whereas the economic development and civic engagement, such as open data, smart kiosks, omnichannel city portals, for example, will take significantly high growth in the next 5 years. Next, please. So for Thailand, figure in around the smart city, IoT is one critical technology driver for smart city programs. In Thailand, use cases for IoT spending in government sector dominates in environmental monitoring, detection, and traffic management. So as Thailand often facing pollution issue in many parts of the country, like PM 2.5 during the winter, drought during the summer, or floods in rainy season just around this time, while public transit or traffic management are driven by urbanization in multiple major cities. Smart city development is one of the key agenda of Thai government as part of the country 20 years development plan for the digital economy and society, started in 2017 until 2036. The country has established the Thailand Smart City Office, which is responsible to promote, support smart city programs, and supervised by the Digital Economy Promotion Agency that we call shortly DEPA. So under the master plan created by the Smart City Office committees, Thailand has included 7 dimensions of smart city development that comprise of smart environment, smart economy, smart mobility, smart energy, smart people, smart living, and smart governance, which each dimension has been managed under different set or different group of committee and under the different Ministry of Thailand government agency as well. Next, please. So this is the figure of Thailand Smart City development goals with the continuous cooperation among multiple government departments and corporate enterprise in the country, both local and multinational, since 2017. The country has set a 5-year goals for developing total 100 smart cities in 76 provinces plus Bangkok. So in total, we have like 77 provinces. By last year, it's done the 10 pilot cities in 7 provinces. These 10 cities are considered high GPP, which is a gross provincial product per capita, as industrial cities led by Bangkok as a capital city. While there are some important tourist attraction like Chiang Mai or Phuket, that I'm pretty sure that everyone here have heard about, like Phuket of Thailand, right? So it's one of the biggest tourist attraction for Thailand as well. According to the goals of Thailand Smart City Office in the next 3 years until the 2022, Thailand has plans to expand the smart city development programs to total 100 cities cover 76 provinces with 3 world-class smart cities. So for now, let's take a look at some initiatives or some use cases in a few very first pilot cities in 2018 until 19. Next page, please. The first province under Phuket. Phuket is actually one of the most famous tourist attraction, as I mentioned earlier, right? Since the city economy driven by tourism, the development also taking place for smart cities, for smart tourism and living communities. And key important technologies for this initiative are the communication infrastructure, CCTV, data analytics, mobile application development, wastewater management system that is also important for this province, this type of province, because it is the city that is an island that has actually limitation on water resource. Next, please. Chiang Mai is also one important tourist attraction for Thailand. One use case of the recent development on safety is involved with the police office. Thus, there's investment on mobile application to connect the citizen, tourists, and police officers to communicate in real time via the application. Also, the CCTV is an important tool for public safety, where currently our Prime Minister's office is preparing an order to appoint committee to determine and analyze the effective use of CCTV system deployed in Chiang Mai for the further installation and fine-tune the proper model for the future cases and expand to the other cities as well. Next, please. This province called Khon Kaen is located in northeastern Thailand. That is one of the fastest developments on public transportation outside Bangkok. The city has been chosen to be the government's model smart city. For this one is chosen for other provinces to learn from since 2018. And the local business group and provincial administration has joined hands to launch the Khon Kaen Transit System Company, shortly called KKTS, since 2017, and has done a lot of traffic connection and infrastructure system to improve the transportation in the city. Some of the recent initiatives include Khon Kaen Smart Living Lab and Khon Kaen City Bus. While Smart Living Lab projects includes health database system development and government database connected, smart guide improvement, and cloud management system deployed to help the user able to access and get the efficient information around the health database system. And another use case about city bus has been developed route connecting in different transit. And services include the free Wi-Fi, CCTV, and GPS. And it is also connect to the Khon Kaen Transit application that has been developed as well. Next, please. This province, Chonburi, is in eastern. It is one of the important industrial city in Thailand, in the eastern region. So the initiatives actually focus a lot on smart environment and safety. Some key investments include the install CCTV that connect with city database system and for the safety purpose. The second key investment is to provide GPS tracking devices for the children that also connect that that tracking device also connect to the transportation system to reduce the air pollution from vehicle, but still able to protect kids' safety because most of the parents in this area are working in industrial estates. So yeah. The next investment initiative is, oh no, sorry, please go back. I mean, the third initiative is develop the application kit for smarter public services such as checking bus, making appointment and check queue with the government departments and healthcare or hospital, for example. And the fourth one is there's also deployment the electric bus that connect with the application that we mentioned about earlier, and also connect with the multiple payment system to reduce the pollution because industrial cities like this are usually producing a lot of pollution from the usual operation already. Next, please. So this is the last part for this session. There are some, I have 3 key takeaways and opportunities for you to take from Thailand Smart Cities initiative by far. The first one is the smart environment investment is very important for Thailand because Thailand, it's actually just like I mentioned a bit earlier, that Thailand has multiple environmental issues, whether it is pollution like the fine dust or PM 2.5, the drought or the flood, and just recently there are also some flood, big flood in the northern area of Thailand as well. So we face this in every single years. And the engaged cities require technologies such as the sensors, integrated data system, digital twin to monitor and predict foreseeable disaster, which in smart environment focus. Thailand have already 40 initiatives in the pipeline currently, covering 27 provinces that it has plan rollout from the government agency already. The second for tourism economic cities.
Excuse me, 1 minute,
yes.
please.
Yes.
1 minute, please. Thank you. I mean, you have 1 more minute.
Oh, yeah, it's ending already. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's gonna end soon. Trust me. Okay.
Okay.
The second I would say opportunities and some key points is that tourism economic cities, which is a big part in Thailand, right? It the investment fall on the innovative security, environment, tourism, education, and healthcare services. So there are total 27, as shown here, that 27 smart economy, which dedicated mostly for tourism cities like it, in the pipeline. And the third one, the last one, is the 4 smart transportation initiatives that I'm sure that, pretty important for some of you guys as well. Public transit is important where Khon Kaen City, as a city model, has ongoing plan to develop the land, air, and sea transport for traffic improvement. There are currently total 24 smart mobility initiatives in the pipeline. Yes. So that's all from Thailand, and thank you so much for listening to me, and feel free to ask during the Q&A session later. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your excellent presentation. Next, let's welcome Ms. Mavira Manindra, the Senior Research Manager and Head of Operations at IDC Indonesia. Welcome, Mavira.
Thank you. Thank you for having me as well this afternoon. Hi everyone, my name is Mevira. I'm the head of operation for IDC Indonesia, and today I would like to share a bit more about Indonesia's digital economy's potentials and how actually smart city as the one of the key initiative enablers for the country. As you know here, Indonesia from the government is in the mission to drive digital economy and be the digital powerhouse in the region. So from our observation right now in the countries, there are three key things that we have seen in the market at the moment. One is about the collaboration between the private and public sectors. We have seen a lot of more engagement, especially in digital collaboration and partnerships between the private sectors like e-commerce, banking, manufacturing companies, or even the MNC tech providers right now working closely with the public sectors like the government. One of the things that they would like to achieve here is to increase the digital talents in Indonesia. The second one is about the Indonesia 4.0 that also being mentioned in the beginning. That is also one of the key programs that is being prioritized by Indonesian governments. One of it's because they want to drive the industrial sector's productivity. If you know a bit more about Indonesia, industrial sectors, especially manufacturing, is actually one of the key contributing industries in the country. However, the growth of the production to the economy is one of the the stagnant one, right? So they put it technology as one of the key initiatives to enable Indonesia's economy moving forward. Last but not least is about the smart city. So smart city is we are seeing it as a key potential investment in the government sectors, because we have seen, especially with the push with the 100 smart city initiatives by the government, it is expected to enable digital economy. So we are seeing a lot of more engagement, especially in the big cities like Jakarta as the capital city, and then West Java province as the closest, as one of the biggest cities in Indonesia as well. They drive this smart city initiative using mobile applications to engage and drive economic development in the areas. Next, please. So this is, I'm going to provide a bit more about the spending, right? So the spending for Indonesia here is in 2020, we forecast to be 27 billion US dollars. It is dropped by 5.6% year over year in 2020 because of the decline of hardware spending in consumer and enterprise segments. But we are expecting the spending for IT in Indonesia, both consumer and enterprise, going to grow by 10% in 2021. We have seen a lot of more, like the new behaviors coming up, especially because of the pandemic happening right now, where digital transformation is actually being accelerated by the enterprises or even the government. So a lot of more awareness and urgency to implement technology is actually leveraged during these situations. So a lot of organizations using technology to build their resiliency and also the capability to actually serve their enterprises, the citizens, for the governments to be able to build the economy strong in the market right now. Next. So that was Indonesia's spending, right? So right now, what about the government IT spending in Indonesia? So the government IT spending here is also both from the federal government and also local government. So IT spending in government, we forecast to drop by 2.1% year over year in 2020 and expect to grow by 12% year over year in 2021 to reach 542 US dollars million, in 2021. And this spending is actually dominated by the spending in the federal government to drive the e-government. So one of the key initiatives that is actually being launched in since last year is how the governments would like to elaborate the electronic electronic government, where there will be centralized governance across the countries, including from the federal governments as well. So we are expecting there will be more centralized IT system, data, and also infrastructures ahead in Indonesia. There is an expectation it will be launched in 2023 as the rules and the regulations as well from the government is going to be launched soon. So we are expecting a lot of more spending and awareness realization as well about the digital transformation in the government sectors ahead. And one of the things is that they would like to leverage more resiliency and also closeness with the citizens, using data, using the technology to be able to engage and being able to build some strong economic growth in the country. Next. So when it comes to technology trends, right, in government sectors, and this is also related with the smart city, we have seen a lot of more trends when it comes in how they implement IT implementations, especially in the big data and analytics. So we have seen a lot of more awareness when it comes to big data and analytics as well in the government sectors. There are some different maturity between federal and also local government when it comes to this technology. Second one is about the IoT. For sure, this will be very much leveraged by the smart city team in the local government. Another one is about mobility that we are seeing being developed by the federal government to increase their employee engagement, and also from the smart city one to support the citizen engagement. So for the big data and analytic here, we are seeing that it becomes the core development of more mature government. Especially we would like to capitalize citizen information for better citizen engagements. So the initiative of e-governments that I have mentioned about before, where they would like to centralize governance in the country, is expected to drive the One Data initiative in Indonesia. So we are expecting there will be a lot more awareness, the education is going to be spread out across the government sectors in order to create the One Data initiative in the country. One of the example, the use cases that we are seeing in government is how the Directorate General of Taxation is actually using live analytics dashboard to link the strategic priorities in government level all the way to each agency level. So we are expecting there will be more a similar initiative, especially in analytics, to support the integration of data, information sharing in the government sectors. Second one is about the IoT. So IoT in for smart city is right now is significantly managed to use the public transportation, traffic management, such as in the big cities such as Jakarta and Surabaya. So we are seeing that the use of IoT is very beneficial, effective, efficient, especially to manage the road. You know, if you are able, or if you have come to Jakarta or let's say Surabaya or even Indonesia, of course you will experience a lot of the traffic congestions in the cities. So this IoT is actually one of the things that they would like to prioritize to manage the traffic and also transportation in the country. So one of the use cases here is the Jakarta Smart City. So they leverage the fleet management solutions, working closely with the public transportation operator in the city called Transjakarta, to reduce the intervals between the arrivals of the bus in order to support the public transportations in the cities. Another one is about mobility, where it's also being used and leveraged for smart city programs in the country. So we are seeing, besides the IoT for the core programs there, mobility engagement mobile application is also being used for the local governments to be part of the the tools to engage with the citizens, to be able to serve them very well. And this is part of the way they also gather the information from the citizens, right? So one of the use cases here that I put here is the Bandung Smart City, where they launched the application Sapa Warga application. So this platform is actually used for broadcast information, community aspirations, public services that have been owned by thousands of the heads of the 5 pillars of citizen in the cities. Next. So those are the technology trends that we are covering. When it comes to IoT specifically, just like also Kai also mentioned in the Thailand, these are the IoT spending in Indonesia in 2021 for smart city by use cases. So again, if you're looking at the top three here, the top three use cases for using IoT, one is about the automated public transit, where the IoT solution is used to manage the public transportations in the cities, especially in the big cities like Jakarta, Surabaya, and also Bandung, for example. We expect that the market is going to reach $48 million in 2021. And then in second one is about traffic management. Of course, if you're looking at the big cities, Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, Medan, if you have visited the cities as well, is one of the challenges, one of the issues from the local government is also about the traffic, right? So right now, what is going to be focused by the government when it comes to use the smart city solution is to manage to reduce or to make it more productive of the traffic management. So traffic management using the IoT solution is also going to be the top spending that they are going to prioritize in 2021. The number 3 here is about the environmental monitoring detections. When it comes to big cities like Jakarta and Surabaya, for example, it becomes the top 3 challenges for the local government to manage the pollution. So so there was time, I think 3 or 5 months back, there was a high level of pollution in the cities, right? So the government started to initiate some programs in the local government to manage and control or even to understand the level of the pollution. So the use cases of IoT here using for environmental monitoring detection is relevant right now and is becoming more becomes something that they would like to invest more in 2021. Next. Of course, if you're looking at the what's happening from the smart city, from the digital economic perspective, smart city becomes the key enabling, right? The key enabler of how the government's trying to engage with the customers, with the citizens, with the companies in the region or in the cities. And smart city has also been encouraged by local and federal governments. Especially with the government has launched 100 smart city initiatives since 2017. So this has become a benchmark for the city development across the country. And it becomes more realistic right now, where we are seeing a lot of more new projects coming in. We are seeing a lot more of investment coming into Indonesia in order to help, right? In order to help the local governments to build their own smart cities. Next. So this is how it's how we can see it as what kind of collaboration that we are expecting to see in Indonesia. So the key focus here, if you're looking at very detail, the key focus for Indonesia smart city is going to be how to build the smart economy, smart people, smart government, smart mobility, and smart living. So those are the things that the government would like to achieve more in Indonesia with the smart city, 100 smart city initiatives launched in 2017. So when it comes to challenge, right, we are seeing a lot of more gap here, especially in the talent. So there was a research back then where there was there is a gap of literacy, especially in IT literacy, digital literacy in the big cities like Jakarta and Surabaya, and also the smaller cities in the region, right? So there are some key focuses right now from the governments to encourage the local government to initiate smart city to be able to address and accommodate the gap that is actually available in the market. And the key challenges, another key challenges is also lack of funds. So right now, if you're looking at the local government funds, a lot of it is not really related with the smart city. There is no specific related pocket or funds that is focusing on smart city. Is really much driven by how the leadership of the cities is actually would like to drive the smart city itself. So funding will be something that they would like to try to find a way to, right, in order to have this smart city development in the country. I've also mentioned the low scale of talents. That's why a lot of the initiative that is actually being leveraged, being enabled right now in the country is how to drive the talents in Indonesia. So it's either working closely with the private sectors like the e-commerce, ride-hailing companies like Gojek, and also technology or telcos like Telkom Indonesia as part of the key to develop their talents. Another one is maybe last but not least about the limited experiences. So a lot of smart cities that we found in Indonesia is actually built from the scratch. So there is no benchmark that they are trying to leverage more between one city to another city. So they are working very silo. Especially because of this initiative is very much driven by the local government instead of federal government. So there is a bit more a challenge in how to build strong experience in terms of building the smart city itself in Indonesia. So so we are seeing the investment guide here is actually we have seen a lot of investment coming from the agencies like World Bank and ADB, and also coming from the other foreign organizations as well coming to Indonesia. And then also the grants from the non-governmental firms, private and public partnership, collaboration with tech providers. We also see that coming in order to build the smart city in Indonesia. So I think that will be something that will be happening very much soon in the country. And if you're looking at the key partners, so these are the key partners that you would like to also explore if you want to come to Indonesia for partnership. Some key players that actually active are from the ISP and also telcos like Lintas Arta and also Telkom Indonesia. Some others like Notflux is actually smart city ISP focusing in AI. They are helping out the Jakarta smart city to build more granularity of the solution in terms of big data and analytics, as well as artificial intelligence. Some government officials here that you would like to also explore is that is actually helping managing or developing smart city in Indonesia are the Ministry of ICT, Ministry of Internal Affairs, Ministry of Public Works and Public Hosting, and also National Development Planning. Next. Okay, so this is my last slide. So this is, I would like to share a bit more about the case study of what the Jakarta Smart Cities. So Jakarta Smart City is Jakarta is the capital city of Indonesia, and the Jakarta Smart City is the business unit in the local government that is actually responsible providing information and insight about the city management. And as of now, there are key cases, key features that they are developed at the moment. One is about the communication, where they work closely with Clue. Clue is a application focusing on the communication platform. And then they also have this all-in application called Jaki. It's a citizen engagement. Transportation, they work closely with the Trafi, which is a mobility service platform where citizens can access and track public transportation in real time. Last but not least is the command center. So JAC has these command centers where they can track and monitor activities of the stakeholders. So I think that's all from me. I hope I don't run much of times, but thank you so much for listening, and please feel free to have questions in the Q&A sessions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Mavira. We appreciate your effort in the accurate analysis of the Indonesian smart city. Now we are going to have a Q&A session, and we open the floor to all attendees. Please limit your questions to 1 minute per person and be concise. Thank you.
Okay, actually, I have a question for the two speakers. Do you have any suggestion, or do you know any mechanism that make the foreign companies, such as Taiwanese company, can be easy to propose any idea and any smart solution to the Thailand government and also the Indonesia government, especially when you also you both mentioned about a smart traffic solutions. That's my question. Thank you.
Can I about the other country companies, right? This one, let me suggest some use cases in Thailand specifically from with the Huawei. Okay. This one, there is one use cases from the end user is the Provincial Electricity Authority in Thailand that has invested on smart grid from Huawei to upgrade their power transmission and provide consumer services. This one is part of the Smart City initiative program in the country as well. As PEA, the Provincial Electricity Authority, we call them PEA. They serve the 17 million customers in the country, which is above like 99% of the area of Thailand. So this is one of the big investment, as part of the use case in Thailand that initiated by the Chinese company like Huawei. And from recently, I mean last year, Huawei also has participated a lot of new initiative through the Smart City program with Thailand government agencies. For example, they also done the white paper for Smart City frameworks. So this and they have like quite very active initiatives and activities around this. Yeah, I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Please.
For Indonesia, right, so I think the suggestions that I would like to give, I mean, if you want to come to Indonesia, so Indonesia's government is very much working closely with the local partners here. So if you want to especially want to explore opportunities, right, to the local government, especially to build smart city solutions, I would suggest to have engagement the local government, local partners as well in the country, because there is a specific, I think, culture, right? There is a specific cultures, and how they actually have a communication, conversations, is very much close and very much driven by relationship as well. So let's say if there are new solutions that are very great, I think you have some opportunities that you can leverage in the country, Indonesia. My first suggestion would be try to find the local partners that is actually close with your targeted market, something like that. I think that will be the quick one in order to build some presence, right? And then after that, when you have already built the presence, you will build the trust, and then of course you can build a bit more freedom on that one. So you can also try to replicate to other government or something like that. So yeah, I think the first one, maybe what I can try to give is to explore also local partnership in the country. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to both IDC analysts. The next speaker is Ms. Polly Liang, the PR personnel at MeFly. This company is one of the potential startups in Taiwan and has created many success stories in the field of AR and VR. Let's welcome Polly to share their experience with us. Hello, Polly.
Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. And thank you for being here at this moment. My name is Polly, PR personnel with MeFly. And our company is one of the leading XR in Taiwan right now. I'm here to talk about XR cooperation in this era. And the information you receive today will be totally change your idea about XR. Next, please. I divided my content into 5 parts. First, XR market overview, smart city, smart learning, markup, XR editor, international experience, and future of XR. Next, please. So as you can see in this graph, actually XR can be used in smart education, smart industry, digital marketing. And our company focuses on smart education. And as the generation of the smart city is at hand, we do offer lots of solutions for smart learning in our cities. And so what is our smart city solutions? Let's see this video first. This is our app called Makar, and it's an editor with a really user-friendly interface, easy to use and learn how to create your XR by yourself in 10 minutes, and do not need to learn any codings, languages, or programmings. The minimum user's age is around 5 years old, and the maximum user's age is around 90 years old. And here you can see just login and add the project first. Then later, you can actually drag and drop the image inside the material libraries. Then later, you can add locations, also phone calls, and emails. Also, if you need to create another things, then later you can drag our materials in other Sketchfab or Google Poly library as well here. And after finish this 3D content, you can publish. Then later, we have VR content editor as well. And it is actually viewed by VR viewers. As you can see, it's 360 degree for you to do the project. And after that, you can publish the project on the social media. And let's see. So after seeing that, the editor's interface, let's see the output of the 3D content. First, it's a 3D teaching material content. It's actually made by a high school teachers, and she just used our 3D content with the pronunciation, and it comes out a 3D material to teach English. Next, please. And if you are interested in art, then if you can see, you can make a VR art by yourself. And also, after seeing those videos, you can see this is our platform. Actually, developing a 3D content is like 3 or 6 months. But if we have this whole engine, a powerful engine, including all the AR, VR functions inside, so you can just develop your 3D content in just 30 minutes. Next, please. And also, it can be viewed by multi-platform, like our app, our website, and embedded into other business app as well, or AR, VR classes. Next, please. And also, right now, you can see our sales model. And at present, we have cooperated with the hardware and school, lots of school, around 100 schools. In the hardware part, we cooperate with hardware vendors and sells AR, VR glasses together with our editors. Also, in the content part, lots of students and teachers, they are using our editor to make 3D content. So it will create an ecosystem for people to share their 3D content in the future. Next, please. And about our international experience, we cooperate with Absence, who has 50% of the smart market share in smart glasses market, and this will help us to promote our brand in other countries. And they jointly promote for our editors for 4,000 schools in Taiwan. So it will create an opportunity for us to move overseas in our business. Next, please. And also we cooperate with MetaGaze, which has the strong brand reputations in Hong Kong and China as well. So we sell our editors with their whole technology together in China and lots of benefits last year. So next, please. And about the future of XR, we are going to promote the Web XR. Web XR is a technology that you just need to click a link, then it will show the 3D content in front of you, like this video. And if you want to promote your product, you can use in AR, VR content, then just share the link to millions of thousands of websites. Then later, you got your exposure of your products. Next, please. And also the second is our goal is go online, go and create an online mode for the 3D content for teachers or for others who want to buy the digital ASICs. They can just come to our online mode and buy some assets in order to use 3D content just immediately and without any time-consuming development process. Next, please. So this is our company's introduction as how we work in smart cities. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you, Polly, for sharing. I think the integrated platform will widely used at schools in the near future, and the students will certainly love using it. Thank you, Polly. The next speakers are from Global Microgrids Technologies. This company is also a professional in the field of blockchain technology and has been active in the development of environmentally friendly technologies. Let's welcome Mr. Tong Kai-Tian, Director of Operation at Lansong, Director of Business, to share their international cooperation experience. Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lansong here. Okay. So the topic I'm going to talk about today is global smart microgrid experience and solution sharing. The whole idea actually is realizing sustainable energy continuous income. Next, okay. Okay, this is me. Okay, Lansong, I'm the director of business of GMGT. Hold on. Okay. So, okay, as you all know well, okay. Okay, hold on. What happened? Okay. So, okay, this is Mr. TK Tan, is my director of operations, my partner as well. And next, please. Okay, this is as you all know well, every country across this region, they do have their own policy for smart system, or smart city development, or green energy policy. Okay, next. Okay, for GMGT Green Power Blockchain, we have microgrid with blockchain and AIoT technology. Next. So with real-time power generation monitoring, so you can just with the app, you can monitor and control your real-time capacity. Next. Okay, Green Power Blockchain. So everyone is a power company which have smart contract, open, transparent operation, and we have GP, meaning stand for Green Power Passport, instant reward real-time transfer with asset management of 20 years power generation right, GMGT token, digital asset convenient, smart meter power data, your farm, global investment across the border. Next, please. Okay, for example, in Malaysia, we have collaboration with Malaysian government agency, okay, one of the agency, Green Tech, with 300 megawatt of solar, photovoltaic project, with local cooperation with local EPC and contractor, of course, with some technology transfer from Taiwan with the monitoring system. Next, please. Yeah, actually, this is the present one across this region. In Malaysia, we have almost 13 megawatt capacity. Thailand, 47 megawatt. Vietnam, Taiwan. Of course, Indonesia, we do have also. Okay, next, please. Okay, actually, this is a roadmap that we started since last year. But this year, unfortunately, due to COVID-19, so, it's a bit slow. But hopefully, when the pandemic is easing, hopefully it's over, so we can, just catching up. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah, this as well. Yeah. Here we stated, across Southeast Asia. Yeah. Of course, Thailand, Indonesia is one of our biggest market. Okay, next, please. Okay, so our ultimate goal is global first people power company. Okay, next, please. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Ong. No doubt green energy is an important industry for future development. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. The final speaker is from Ikala, which is a domestic AI and marketing technology company. This company has been providing the analysis of the Thai market through ASVDP, Now it has established the branch in Thailand and has become the Google and Facebook Global Marketing Solution Partner. Let's welcome Ms. Kimmy Chen, General Manager at iColor, to share their experience. Now, Kimmy, you have the floor. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kimmy Chen. I'm the General Manager of iColor in Southeast Asia market. And today I will talk about how our services is able to empower social commerce for the clients, and then also share the case studies and practice. Okay. ShopPlus is developed by iColor, our parent company. We are a human-centered AI company, headquartered in Taiwan, operating in Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and of course our hometown Taiwan. The idea of ShopPlus is initiated from the trend that we see as a massive growth of individuals selling via the streaming, via the live streaming, and on social media. For example, you may see the people selling the seafood on Facebook, that kind of things. So in 2017, iColor parent companies came on these opportunities, and that's actually set up not only products but also a separate entity to navigate these opportunities. And then inspired by the market diversity, abundant opportunity, and the interesting the ecosystems, the ShopPlus team was funded. Right? And then during those 2 years, we are able to get to grow from 0 to 140,000 registered merchants across Southeast Asia regions, and then have reached 10 million unique buyers in past years, and able to process 3 million orders a year. So that's the current status. Next, please. Next slide, please. Yes. Okay. And the problem of ShopPlus, the problem we want to solve is how social commerce merchants process order. Okay. You can see this is the way that like the social merchants are processing their orders. Okay. So for example, when they do live video selling on Facebook, and their staff is very busy working on behind the scenes. They write down the products or the comments they're trying to buy buy the hand and papers. Okay, so that's how they process. So seeing this tedious and manual process. Okay. Sorry, I guess I heard there's some noise behind, so maybe I can ask the audience to mute. Yeah, all right. Okay, so this is how the social merchants it works in South Asia right now. Okay, next slide. Okay, and then some of them are having the shipping slip, but since there's very low digitization, so they spend a lot of time on grooming the shipping information. For example, you can see this is actually the physical shopping cart here, right? So you can imagine when one buyer purchases another product, and then they have to go back to the shelf, and then to start to combine the two products into one, that kind of thing. So it's very hard for the merchant to scale. Okay, and yeah. So next slide, please. Yeah, and so we can imagine in a dynamic platform like Facebook, Okay, there are many touch points that a shopper would engage with the merchants, including the live comments, the post comments, and the inbox message, for example. So without a software services, so the merchants are tend to use the message, use the comments, and fail to fulfill the orders. And even worse is that it lead to low customer satisfactions and also compromise the potential revenue. Right? So so this is where ShopPlus use AI to help the merchants sell more and sell faster by addressing those issues. So there are 4 key components, including AI-powered live selling, cover the orders from live, okay, including the AI-powered chatbot able to convert the orders from post. And then we also provide the Facebook Messenger plugin is able to convert the orders right from the chat. So and then after the order being created, the merchants can manage their orders through our order management system. And then all the customer data are stored there as well. Okay, so I'm going to use one live selling session as an example to demonstrate all those 4 components work together seamlessly. Okay, next please. Okay, so this is a live video selling session that Unilever, our partner Unilever, used to sell the Pond's new arrival products. Okay, and then you may very similar with this kind of setting. It's very similar to the home TV shopping experience. Okay, a seller or influencers start to demonstrate the product, for example, and then start to encourage the audience to leave the comments or to engage with the sellers. Could you? So right now we are going to demo how that works in social in Facebook. Yeah, please play the video. Maybe just 15 seconds. Are you able to put it in?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, that's yeah, no worries. So you can that's okay, audience. Okay, use your imagination. Okay, right now. Yeah. So so you can think, okay. Oh, here we go. Nice.
Okay, here comes the video.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. So okay, so for example, this one. Okay. Unilever team design a campaign and encourage the audience to leave the comment hashtag heart your skin, right? And then talk to the audience. Say, hey, if you leave the comments right now, and then you can get a very special offer. Okay, so when the audience see this campaign. Okay, what they do is they leave the comments or they can discuss the products, and then once our system detect the hashtag or the keywords or other relevant words, okay, we will send them a private message through a Facebook Messenger, okay, and then goes with a very straightforward the checkout flow, okay, and it all happen within Facebook. Okay, and this is very important for some of the Southeast Asia countries, especially some countries. Their mobile Facebook actually sponsor the mobile data plan. Right? So all the the audience can enjoy this content freely, and then yeah. So this is the case. So next slide, please. Yeah, so this slide will show you, okay, when the live video selling happen and what ShopPlus working in the backend. Can you play the video, please? Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, maybe not. I can just explain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No worry. No worry. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very special user behavior. Okay. Thailand and then in Indonesia as well is that when users trying to purchase this product, for example, okay, instead of the private message to the sellers, they will probably just leave their phone number or their home address on the comment. Okay. I know this is probably sounds so crazy to other countries, but for those countries, they are very kind of really willing to just give their personal informations just to in order to show I really want to buy this product, for example. Okay, so our shop assistant is able to extract those phone numbers and address directly from the comments, and then fulfill to input those comment to the orders for shoppers. Okay, so from the shopper point of view, when a comment leave the informations there, they will just receive a message saying, okay, we got your we got your information. Okay, and this is the part this is the products that you want to buy. Okay, if yes, and then that is done. Okay, so this is how we're using the natural language processing to facilitate the live video selling. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, okay, and then after the orders are collected, okay, sellers can manage and fulfill the orders in shop or message system. Yeah, I don't play the video anymore, so you can I'll see. Okay, this dashboard is pretty straightforward. Okay, we divide the order status by pending, fulfill or cancel. Okay, and then since we already integrate with the payment and logistic services in South Asia countries. So after the order being created, the seller or the brand can just to fulfill the orders here. So you can imagine, okay, after you sell, the AI chatbot helps you to sell, and then AI chatbot also help you to pass the order information to the logistic partners, and then then logistic partner will just come, knock on your door, and then pick all the parcels and then ship it out for you. Right, so that's pretty amazing, at least from my point of view. Okay, next slide, please. All right. We also integrate with Facebook inbox interface. Okay, so the chatbot can send the confirmation message and also the bill summary, and then just this powered by AI, so we are able to also skip the repeat or redundant comments. Okay, and right now we are able to achieve the 98 accuracy by ignoring the ambiguous comments. For example, like, okay, do you have this? Okay, I like this T-shirts. Okay, this kind of just some sentence that the audience discussing during the live video. Okay, and then also after the live video session, we can analyze who show the most interesting in for example some of your products. Okay, and then we can segment those audience. And those information can benefit for the sellers that they can do the remarketing later on. They send a very accurate information to drive the return customers. Okay, next one. Yeah. Okay, maybe jump to.
Excuse me, Kimi.
Yes.
Probably you have about 3 minutes left. Okay.
Yeah. Heard about that. Okay. Yeah. So maybe jump to the 13, the page 13. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Next. All right. Okay. This one. yeah. So so lastly, there's also good news for marketers. So since okay. Okay, this one. All right. So payment and logistics in countries. Just like I say, we have operation in different countries, and we work with the logistic and payment partner globally. So those are the countries, and those are the payment partners and shipping partners that we covers. But unfortunately, we haven't really covered Indonesia. Okay, but that is in our product roadmap in next year. But in Thailand, we already fully cover the bank transfer, credit card, and also, for example, line pay, which is very popular in Thailand as well. Right, and in terms of the shipping partners, Linjavan, Fresh, and also the biggest Thai Post. Right. Okay, so. Yeah, so maybe jump to the 15, page 15. Thank you. Yeah, so to wrap up, okay, a surplus is very powerful a social commerce platforms for not only the individual sellers but also the brand. Okay, so those numbers are the after the brand using our services. The result from their report. Okay, so I just mentioned one things. Okay, is that we are able to increase at least 10% more orders for each live video, because we capture the impulsive buying intent right away. Okay, so. Yeah, so that's it for today. I think jump to the last one. Yeah. Yeah. So sum ups. Okay. Surplus allow. This is one of our user testimony. Okay. They are saying, okay, surplus is a very intuitive and flexible services, allowing a seamless consumer experience from ordering to fulfillment. All right, so yeah, so that's it for today. My name is Kimi from Surplus, iColor, and feel free to contact after the meeting.
Thank you for sharing, Kimi.
Thank you, Kimi.
I can't wait to introduce iColor to my Thai friends. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. At the end, let's welcome our director, Dr. Chen Yu Lee, to give us some words.
Okay, many thanks to all the speakers and every one of you been here with us. We hope today's sharing can bring you some inspiration, like how it did with us. I believe smart city is a very, very important issue for every country and cities. By today's forum, we learned a lot from IDC Thailand and Mr. Parapasun. And also IDC Indonesia, Ms. Mavira, about Thailand smart city and also Indonesia smart cities and their focus. That include, I think that's very important, that includes smart mobility, traffic, and smart environment. That include waste management, pollutions, and also the smart energies, smart government, and also the smart tourism. I think that's the very, very important topic for the Thailand and also for the Indonesia smart city. And we're looking forward to have a further cooperation with those cities. And also we heard lots of fantastic smart solutions and international cooperation experience from Taiwanese vendors, include the smart education solutions and smart energy solution, and also the economic solutions. I mean, the iColor provide very, very, very nice platform for the new retail. So I'd like to thank you all for the time and the support. We will host more forums in the future. We're focusing on international cooperation and exchange. Looking forward to see you again, and feel free to contact us if you have the further question or feedback. And I wish we have a very close relationship in the future. And you can always find us on our website And please keep safe and good health during the global COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Before we virtually walk out from this meeting room, I would like to invite all of you to have a good photo. Please turn on your cameras. Please turn on your cameras. Hello.
Don't be shy.
Hello.
Oh.
Okay, and wave your hands. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Okay, thank you. If you have time, please provide your feedback via the questionnaire shown on the chat box. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.